Hello students, welcome to Verma's Chemistry. In this video, we are going to discuss how to find out order of the reaction using half-life time. Definition of half-life time is the time taken for the conversion of half of the initial concentration of reactants into products. I repeat, the time taken for the conversion of half of the initial concentration of reactants into products is called as half-life time. If the initial concentration of reactants is R naught, in half-life time, the concentration of reactants remaining will be R naught by 2. Relation between half-life time T half, initial concentration of reactants R naught and order of reaction N is T half is proportional to R naught power 1 minus N. If this formula is applied to different conditions, then you will get a formula of T half 1 by T half 2 equal to R naught 1 by R naught 2 whole power 1 minus N. You can use this formula to find out order of reaction if you know half-life time and initial concentration of reactants. In zero-order reaction, half-life time is directly proportional to initial concentration of reactants. Not only half-life time, the time taken for the completion of certain percentage of reaction is also directly proportional to initial concentration of reactants in zero-order reaction. Here, that relation is given in terms of T 10%, means time taken for the completion of 10% of reaction. Suppose if the initial concentration of reactants is 100, in T 10%, change in concentration is 10. In another T 10%, change in concentration is also 10, 90 to 80, means change in concentration is 10. In another T 10%, change in concentration has become 70 from 80, means difference in concentration is 10, and this is 10% of initial concentration 100, right? So time taken for the completion of 10% of reaction is directly proportional to initial concentration of reactants. Not only T 10%, T 50%, half-life time also directly proportional to initial concentration of reactants in zero-order reaction. And we can show this relation in terms of percentage of reaction completed also. Initially, 0% of reaction is completed. After T 10%, 10% reaction is completed. After one more T 10%, 20% reaction is completed. After one more 10%, 30% reaction is completed. This is valid in zero-order reactions. And when you come to first-order reactions, half-life time is independent of initial concentration of reactants. Suppose initially you have 100% of reactants. After half-life time, what will be the remaining concentration of reactants? 50. But in first-order reactions, after another half-life, half of the remaining concentration of reactants will be consumed. What is the remaining concentration of reactants after first half-life? 50. What is half of it? 25. Means 25 will be consumed in second half-life. And now present concentration of reactants is 25. What is half of it? 12.5. So in another half-life, out of 25, 12.5 will be consumed. And this is valid in first order reactions because half-life time is not dependent on initial concentration. So half-life time means the time taken for the consumption of what is the concentration of reactants you have present. And we can show this relation in terms of percentage of reaction completed. When 100% of reactants left out, 0% reaction is completed. Now after one half life, 50% of reactants left out, means 50% of reaction is completed. After second half life, 25% of reaction is completed. 25% of reactants are present. It means 75% of reaction is completed. After third half life, 12.5% of reactants are present. Means 87.5% of reaction is completed. And when you come to second order reactions, half-life time is inversely proportional to initial concentration of reactants. Let us solve this question. Initial concentration of reactant is 1 molar. Concentration becomes 0.9 molar in 2 hours, 0.8 molar in 4 hours, 0.7 molar in 6 hours respectively. Then what is the order of reaction? So what is the initial concentration? 1 molar. Now after 2 hours, how much? 0.9. After one more 2 hours, means total after 4 hours. 2 hours here, 2 hours here. 0.8. After one more 2 hours, it has become 0.7. So what is the difference in first 2 hours? What is the difference in concentration? Change in concentration is from 1 to 0.9. Means difference is 0.1. Means how much percentage of initial concentration? 10%. And what is the second difference? I mean in second 2 hours, what is the difference? Again 0.1. Means how much percentage of initial concentration? 10%. In third 2 hours, what is the difference in concentration? 0.1. And this 0.1 is how much percentage of initial concentration? 1. It means this time taken for the conversion of 10% of reactant into products, time taken for the completion of 10% of reaction, it is directly proportional to initial concentration. And this relation is valid in which order reactions? 0 order reactions. That's why this reaction is a 0 order reaction. Let us see one more question. Half-life period of a reaction at initial concentration of 0.1 and 0.01 molar are 5 and 50 minutes respectively. What is the order of reaction? We can use this formula to find out order of reaction. T half 1 by T half 2 equal to R naught 1 by R naught 2 whole power 1 minus N. What is T half 1? 5 when concentration of reactants is 0.1. T half 2 is 50 when concentration of reactants is 0.01. So 5 by 50 equal to 0.1 by 0.01 whole power 1 minus N. This is 10 times, this is 10 times. So we got 10 power minus 1 equal to 10 power 1 minus N. So 1 minus N is equal to minus 1. Then what is N? 2. So order of this reaction is 2. Now we have one more question. If the initial pressure of gaseous reactant is 200, 300 and 500 torr, then half-life periods are 10, 15 and 25 respectively. What is the order of reaction? Initial pressure 200, then half-life time is 10. When the initial pressure is 200, 300, half-life time is 15. If the initial pressure is 500, then half-life time is 25. If the reactant is gas, in terms of concentration we can use pressures also. and this is the formula we can use to find out order of reaction. I am going to take only the first two values, 200 and 300, 10 and 15. Half life time when it is 10 by 15 equal to 200 by 300 whole power 1 minus n. This is 2 by 3 and this is also 2 by 3. 2 by 3 equal to 2 by 3 whole power 1 minus n. Then what is the relation? 1 minus n equal to 1. Then what is n? 0. So order of this reaction is 0 order. So this is how we can find out order of reaction using half-life times of the reaction. Thank you.